My friend was shocked and perplexed at the turn of the events, and he didn't know what to do. He was having all of these thoughts coming onto his head. What will happen if I don't get a job 2 months down the line? How will I manage? What will happen to my wife and kids? What will they do? What will they eat? And so on and so forth. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Satish and me have known each other for a long time since college, and we meet often during the weekends. And during one of such weekends, he narrated the entire turn of the events to me casually. I, listening to him, was like, Satish, it's okay. 2 months is a long time. I mean, it'll fly like this. Just chill and enjoy, man. What have you got to worry? I mean, nothing to worry. You will get a job. You're capable enough. Satish, on the other hand, was flabbergasted. He didn't know what to react, and he chose not to react that day. So after 2 months, he sat at home. He didn't have a job. At the end of 2 months, he still waited, and he still had no job in his hand. As time flew, he was getting desperate, and he was getting frustrated at home. But eventually, he got a job offer from an MNC, a 30% hike, a better position, an on-site offer. Now, all this, if you look at the hindsight, Satish would not have ever resigned from his original company, the first company, and switched to an MNC, hadn't it been all of these events which had occurred to him. As time passed, the events faded in my memory until one day at 3 o'clock, the HR of the company said, Naveen, you're not required in the company. From tomorrow, you need not come to the company. Arandita, but I have commitments, loans. I mean, once I get an offer, I understand, I will resign myself. I don't want to work here myself. Naveen, stop it. I don't want to hear anything. It's a company policy that if you have had bad ratings in one of your appraisals, we have to terminate you. Oh, but, stop. You resign today and I can manage your last working day. If not, you will be terminated from today itself. Now, it was my turn to be perplexed, shocked, anger, and surprised that all this happened to me myself. That day I realized what Satish has been through when it was a long time back. I got to live in his shoes, literally. I didn't know what to do. So much so that I avoided the HR. Whenever she used to walk in by the corridor, okay, there she goes, okay. So much so that days passed and weeks passed until the time I realized that, okay, what will happen? Let me see what happens. I put on a brave front. Let the HR come in front of me. I'll see. We'll see when it happens. We'll cross the bridge when she talks to me and the termination actually happens. So much so that I actually started enjoying my life after that. I started doing the things which I had stopped literally after the incident with the HR. I started going to the Toastmaster club more often. I started going to other clubs. I started conducting trainings in the company, and I started to enjoy and use my free time to develop myself and self-learn, so the term may be. Eventually, I also managed to get a 30% hike in a better company with a better job offer and a better role and responsibility. So friends, life will throw boulders at you every single day. It's your choice whether you pick up the boulder and do something out of it or get hit and bruised. It's okay, you will get bruised, you will get injured, and you will take the beating. But when the boulders are thrown at you, pick up the boulder, place them one by one, and make a wall so strong that life will not be able to hit any more boulders at you. And till the time life gets bored throwing the boulders, it will start throwing roses. And what do you do then? Pick up the roses, one by one, make a garland out of it, and wear it. So once you wear it, you will realize that's the best thing that has ever happened to you. So it's your choice whether you get hit by the boulder or you convert the boulders to a rose. Your choice, your life.